Hey guys, happy Sunday. I hope you've had a good week. I hope that you're all getting done with school. If you're not already done, here goes summer. Mr. Levi has some really fun songs for you. Hope you guys are excited. Here we go.
Good morning, Fellowship kids. It's me, Mr. Levi. I'm so excited to lead worship for you guys again this morning. Today, we're going to do a couple songs about how incredibly amazing and powerful God is, okay? The first song we're going to do is about how God holds us in His hands. He holds everything in His hands, and it's going to be about how even though times are hard, He's always taking care of us no matter what happens, okay? We got a couple hand motions for this one too. So we're going to sing, He's got the whole world. So when we do the whole world, we're going to come around whole world. So the world is a big old globe. Got the whole world in His hands. He's got the whole world in His hands. And then we're going to talk about the wind and the rain. And you guys can do crazy hands for wind and the rain. But we're going to do, at the very end of each verse, it's going to say, He's got the whole world in His hands. And then we're going to say, He's got everybody here. And so you point to everybody here. In His hands. He's got the whole world in His hands. So you guys, that's the big part you got to remember. Whole world in His hands. You guys think you can do that? I know you guys can. He's got the whole world in His hands. 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 Now the wind and the rain, guys. The wind and the rain in His hands. He's got the wind and the rain in His hands. He's got the whole world in His hands. Now everybody here, He's got everybody here in His hands. He's got everybody here in His hands. He's got everybody here in His hands. He's got the whole world in His hands. Let's do whole world again, guys. He's got the whole world in His hands. 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 Guys, that was amazing. It is so encouraging to know that the Creator of the universe has us in His hands, that He loves us so much and wants to take care of us. It is so amazing that someone so powerful loves us so much, that He not only takes care of us, but He has control of the wind and the rain. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay, guys, got another song for you guys today. This one is about how God is so big and so amazing, okay? So the song goes, my God is so big, so strong, and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. So whenever we sing that, we're going to say, my God is so big, so get as big as you can. And then when we say so strong and so mighty, we're going to do muscles, so strong and so mighty. We're going to say, there's nothing my God cannot do. Okay? You guys see that? So big, so strong, and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. And then we're going to say, the mountains are His. The rivers are His, and then the stars are His handiwork too. We're going to do stars. We're going to do stars up in the sky like twinkle, 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 twinkle. You guys think you can do that? My God is so big, so strong, and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. I know you guys can do that. This is such a wonderful song. So I want to see those big muscles, okay? My God is so big, so strong, and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong, and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. The mountains are His, the rivers are His, the stars are His handiwork too. My God is so big, so strong, and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. That was so good, guys. Let's do that again. My God is so big, so strong, and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. My God is so big, so strong, and so mighty. There's nothing my God cannot do. mountains are his, the rivers are his, the stars are his handiwork too. My God is so big, so strong and so mighty, there's nothing my God cannot do. There's nothing my God cannot do. Guys, that is amazing. Oh, I love that song because it reminds us not only are the mountains and the rivers his because he created it, we know that in the highest points in our life when everything is going amazing and good, and in the low points in our life all the way down into the rivers, whenever things are sad or hard or we're having a really bad day, we know that God is there with us and taking care of us, and he loves us so much, and he's got us in his hands, just like we sang the first time. Guys, I hope you remember that this week and next week and all the weeks after about how much God loves you and how you are his and he wants to take care of you and wants you to know how much he loves you. And guys, I love you. So proud of you. I miss you guys. Keep washing those hands, and I will see you guys really, really soon. Love you guys. Bye.
When Josiah was the king of Judah, God called a priest named Jeremiah to be a prophet. God told Jeremiah, I knew you before I made you in your mother's womb. Before you were born, I chose you to do very special things. I chose you to be a prophet to the nations. Oh no, God, Jeremiah said. I don't know how to speak in front of other people. I am just a boy, only a youth. Don't say that, God replied. You will go where I send you and say what I tell you to say. I am with you. I will protect you.
For many years, Jeremiah spoke God's message to the people of Judah. He reminded them that God had made a covenant with them. If they obeyed him, he would bless them. But the people did not obey. Now God had to punish their sin. God said the people would lose their land, their wealth, and their freedom.
Jeremiah explained that people's hearts fool them into thinking they are better than they actually are. They trick people into wanting things or doing things that God does not want for them. The people did not want to listen to Jeremiah, and Jeremiah was sad. He warned them that God's punishment was coming, but he also said that God had a plan to change his people's hearts. God promised a new and better covenant so the people could be saved from their sins. God would write his law on people's hearts. He would give his people power to obey his commands. God said, I will forgive their wrongdoing and never again remember their sin.
God told Jeremiah to write God's message on a scroll. So Jeremiah spoke God's words, and his friend Baruch wrote the words on a scroll. Baruch read from the scroll so that all the people heard God's words. He warned that the king of Babylon would come and destroy Judah.
King Jehoiakim sent one of his officials to get the scroll. As the official read the scroll, King Jehoiakim cut off each part of the scroll and threw it into the fire. He did this until the entire scroll was burned up. So God told Jeremiah to write another scroll with the same words as the first scroll. Jeremiah told the king, God is going to punish you, your family, and your leaders for doing wrong things. God warned you this disaster will come to Judah, but you did not listen.
Jeremiah told about a day when God would forgive sin and change people's hearts. Jesus made these words come true. God forgives our sin through his Son, Jesus. He changes us and gives us power through his Spirit to obey his commands.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed the lesson on Jeremiah. Jeremiah's story is really cool. It is very fun to think about the fact that God had a plan for Jeremiah, and it was a really big plan. But also it's kind of scary to think about the fact that Jeremiah went and told these people something that God said was true, and they still chose to ignore him, and they chose to disobey God, and they chose to continue living in a life that was not uplifting of the Lord. But no matter what Jeremiah's plan was, or what your plan is, or whether people listen to him, or whether they'll listen to you or not, At the end of the day, God sent Jesus, and Jesus was God's ultimate plan. It was the plan for Jeremiah's life, it was the plan for our lives, and when we accept Jesus, we get to enter into the forgiveness that Jesus' sacrifice brought to God's people, which means we get to be with Jesus. How cool is that? I love that. It brings me such joy to think about a day when the plan for the final days of our eternity are the fact that we get to be with Jesus. Give him a big hug. There are not words, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you have wonderful weeks. Hope the weather stays nice. And I hope you have a good Memorial Day tomorrow.